Hey guys, what's up? I just had an awesome battle with Sazandoring, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I just dropped the camera. Um, so yeah, check it out. Sorry about the camera. So he sends out his Polytoad, and then I lead off with my Gallade, which is actually not Gallade, it is my Zoroark, but from Illusion. So his Polytoad makes it rain, and then he brings back his Polytoad and sends out his Pringles, which is a double scent. Then I use Swords Dance. He uses, I use Dark Pulse after that. And then my Dark Pulse was disabled. So his Jellicent's eliminated, and he sends out his Toxicroak. And I use Flamethrower on that. Gets rid of a lot of its HP. He uses Bulk Up. Restores its HP leaving leftovers, and then it uses Sucker Punch on me, which reveals Zoroark. I use Flamethrower one more time. That gets rid of his Toxicroak. So then he sends out his Deoxys. This thing is really tough to beat. So I switch back into my Whimsicott, and he uses Nightshade on me. And I pull off a Leech Seed on his Deoxys, and then he uses Taunt. Get his HP from Leech Seed. And from the Taunt, I have to use Struggle. So then he gets a Toxic on my Whimsicott. I get the leftovers and its HP from Leech Seed. So I switch back into my actual Gallade, I believe it is. He uses Taunt, which makes my Swords Dance unable to use, I believe. So I go for the Ice Punch instead. He uses Nightshade on me. Gets the HP from leftovers, and I get the HP from Leech Seed. I switch back into, let's see what this is. I switch into my Bisharp. He uses Recover. And I get his HP from Leech Seed. So he withdraws his Deoxys, and he switches out into his Ferrothorn. I get a Sword Dance from that. I use Brick Break on him. And that gets rid of his Ferrothorn. Rocky Helmet made my P lower. He sends his Deoxys back out. And then he withdraws his Deoxys into his Toxicroak. No, that's not his Toxicroak. It's probably good. Trying to use Sucker Punch, but that didn't work. I avoid his Hydro Pump, and then I use Brick Break on him. which almost gets rid of him. And then he gets rid of me using Hydro Pump. This thing is really hard to beat. So then I send out my Conkeldurr. He uses Hypnosis, but I avoid the attack, and I get a Bulk Up. Then he uses Hypnosis one more time, and that hits me. And it makes me go to sleep. So this is where it starts getting hard. Then he uses Substitute. And he's restoring his HP with leftovers. He gets a Hydro Pump on me. That wakes me up. It doesn't wake me up, but I wake up and it takes damage from the Substitute. And then he hits me with another Hypnosis. So I switch out to my Gallade. And then he uses Substitute again. I see where he was getting at. I use a Swords Dance. And then he uses Hydro Pump. But it misses. I wasn't thinking right here, so I used Close Combat instead, and that made my defense lower. Should have used the other one. So he uses Hydro Pump, and that gets rid of my Gallade. So then I switch back into my Zoroark. And that gets rid of his Politoed. Looks like a Whimsicott, though. So he sends out his Deoxys. And I get a Dark Pulse on him. Which almost kills it, but not quite. And he gets a Nightshade on my Zoroark. So I send out I believe my last Pokemon. Well, at the end it's my last, but I send out my Heatmore. He uses Recover. Gets HP from leftovers. Then I use Sucker Punch, but it did not work because he got a Toxic on me. I go for he uses it gets leftover HP, and I go for another Sucker Punch, but it does not work because he goes for Taunt. And then he gets the HP from leftovers, HP from leftovers, and I get hit with Poison. And he goes for Nightshade. I go for Heat Wave, and that burns him. I got the Poison. And he's hurt by Burn. So I switch back out into my Conkeldurr. He uses Recover. The Conkeldurr is still asleep. He's hurt by the Burn. And he uses Nightshade on my Conkeldurr. Get our leftover HP. He's hurt by the Burn. He uses Nightshade again on me, which does not kill me yet, and it wakes me up, and I use Payback, which gets rid of his Deoxys. So then he sends out his Victini. Shiny. And he gets a Psychic on my Conkeldurr, which gets rid of it. That's when I send out my Heatmore. No, not my Heatmore, my actual Whimsicott. And, it's a Psychic on that. Toxic is, Victini. And I get a Leech Seed on it, too. It's a Psychic, and I believe, yep, that gets rid of my, Whimsicott. And he uses Psychic on my Heatmore, which ends the battle. So guys, thanks for watching. This was an awesome battle. I want to thank, however you say it. Still going for Staryu, but about, 520 eggs. Hopefully it comes soon. So yeah, just thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.